Hello, my fellow comic book collectors. This is part 2 of my big unboxing video, and I'm now getting into this bunch of comics. It's a lot of comics. We'll find out what's inside here, and it should be interesting. I hope if you haven't checked out part 1, actually I show some pretty big, cool comics in that video as well. So I definitely recommend people check out part 1 of this 2-part series where I show my unboxing. So let's get into it. So a little bit of bubble wrap to get rid of. You can hear me just struggling with the bubble wrap, but I'll get through that in a second here. Okay, I'm getting into some of the stuff. Okay, actually we're going to start out with some pretty big books. Okay, wow, this one's quite cool. This is Planet Comics number 46. I really like Planet Comics as a Golden Age series. It had just so many great covers. This is kind of like one of these Amazon like women kind of covers. It says Aro, Lord of Jupiter, the Mecho Men from Mars, also Mista of the Moon, Lost Worlds, Futura, and many others. So I just really like these Planet Comics. I think they had some really amazing covers. You know, just a lot of really great covers. I really like Planet Comics. The next one is Avengers number 264. I believe this is the first cover appearance of Yellow Jacket. So, you know, just a cover appearance of Yellow Jacket. So, I don't know. I like picking up key issues with either first cover appearance or first appearance of a character. So that's what that one was. Okay, let's see some more. So we got Captain America 275, and this is the first appearance of Baron Zemo, the new Baron Zemo, I guess, the one that was, I believe, in the Captain America TV series, Falcon and Winter Soldier, I should say. So this is like, I think, the third Baron Zemo. There's like multiple Baron Zemos. So yeah, so this is that one. The next one is another Golden Age one. This is Black Phantom. And what's cool about this unboxing is this is part 1. There's another book inside here, which is kind of cool. This is Black Phantom. I'll kind of unwrap it a little bit so you can see it a bit better. Black Phantom. This was her first regular series. And Black Phantom, for those who don't know, she was like Tim Holt's kind of nemesis. Kind of like Catwoman is to Batman. She's kind of like a good, maybe bad character. So this is her on the cover here, Black Phantom. And she had this kind of big henchman guy that would like had a whip and would help her out too. So she was kind of a cool character. Okay, so that's Black Phantom. And got some more here. Oh, okay, this is kind of an interesting one. Not meant for kids. This is Scorchy. And Scorchy is by Bill Ward. And basically what happened was Bill Ward is kind of like similar to Wally Wood in a lot of ways. You know, he likes to draw the more sexy things. He likes to draw more adult things. And he basically created the character of Torchy. And I think you can see some Torchies behind me up above. And he, you know, Torchy's kind of a, like, you know, pretty girl, good girl art, but not like overly sexual. She'd be like, you know, she'd be wearing like lingerie half the time, but it wasn't quite as extreme as he might want. I think he wanted more adult. So he basically came out with an updated version of Torchy called Scorchy. So this is Scorchy #1. It's from Forbidden Fruit. It's an adult comic, but it's kind of cool that that he kind of evolved his character a little bit. And Bill Ward has some really interesting adult art that he has done over the years. Okay, next one. So that was kind of cool. Next one is Crime Doesn't Pay. This is a Golden Age comic, number 105. Now, I collect a lot of SOTI books, and SOTI is the Seduction of the Innocent. But there was also another comic book about comics, I should say, that really had a huge impact on comic history, and that was Pop, which is Parade of Pleasure. And this is a book that was featured in Pop. So so Crime Doesn't Pay 105. So kind of a cool book. Pop is worthy of reading as well as in terms of understanding comic history and understanding the attitudes of people at the time in terms of how they felt about where comics were going. Okay, the next one is a little hard to get out. I might have to get my knife, which I have no idea where I put it. Okay, got my knife. Gonna slice this open a bit. Okay, hopefully I can get this one out. It's quite challenging. Okay. Oh, wow, this is another Golden Age book. Lots of Golden Age in this unboxing. This is the first Avon comic. Molly O'Day, Super Sleuth. Actually, it was Night Tiger Comics that told me about this one. So a little shout out to him. I was like, wow, that's a really cool comic, and I figure I'll pick it up. So it's Molly O'Day, the very first Avon comic, and I just really like the cover. Just a really great cover. And it's her first appearance, so kind of cool. And she's like wearing the red dress that is very common in a lot of these Golden Age books. And it's really great scene. Like she's like shooting one guy over here, shooting another guy that's sneaking up behind her, just like totally being a badass. So I thought it was really great cover. Okay, so that's that one. Okay, now I'm getting into some My Comic Shop order that was mixed in. Okay. So, some Wonder Woman, Golden Age Wonder Woman. This is a really great one. This is Wonder Woman 97. So this is one of the last, this is actually the last just before the Silver Age. So Silver Age was 98. And this is the last before that. So this is Wonder Woman 97. It's like her fighting a dinosaur. Kind of great cover. So that's the last of the Golden Age. Very last. Or it's really not considered Golden Age. It's more Atomic Age, but I'll say Golden Age because usually people mix Atomic and Golden Age together. So that's the last Atomic Age comic. Okay, the next one. This is a really rare comic. And it just came up on My Comic Shop. And I was like, oh my goodness. They listed it really cheaply. It was like $40. I was like, wow. It's such a rare comic. It's a low grade though. It's a 1/8. It's Kid Cult Outlaw number 3. Now this is a SOTI book, a rare SOTI book. I've been searching for this book for a while now, and I just never seem to find it. And it's like they just, I don't know, randomly listed it up on My Comic Shop, and I picked it up instantly. Once they listed it, I was like, oh, I gotta get it. Like, and for $40, it's a really good price. So really rare. I don't even think there's any of these on the census. It's that rare. It's a really, really rare book. So Kid Cult Outlaw. And I think it's Injury to Eye or something like that was why it was mentioned in the Seduction of the Innocent. But it's a Really great, great book. Okay, the next one is another Wonder Woman. This is Wonder Woman number 78. And it's like it's a reasonable grade. It's like a 3.0. Actually, I almost bought a similar one, like same issue, but it was a low grade, and it was about a little bit cheaper, but I thought might as well get like a bit more solid book. I really like this cover. It's like her in this weird baseball game. So I think that was just kind of cool. So that's Wonder Woman number 78. Okay. The next one is another Pop book. So I explained about Pop earlier. And this is it was mentioned in Pop because of the innuendo. This is like such a great book. This is Susie number 88. And Susie, actually, I have one up there as well. I'm not sure if you can see it. It's just at the corner. But Susie had some really good girl art. It's kind of like Archie. It's from Archie. It's just another comic series. Part of the reason this one got a bit of a low grade, it had a bit of a tape pull. So right there was a tape pull. But other than that, it just shows quite nicely. So I'll read the caption because it's quite funny. So he's this repairman guy, and he's like there fixing her TV set. I found the trouble, Susie. There's a short circuit in your TV set. Goody. Now all you have to do is make it longer. So like, yeah, take that way. I think that's so awesome. So these sexual innuendo comics are, that was why it was mentioned in Pop. So it's like, kind of great. Okay, so the next one is Black Hawk 62, and this is another Pop book, and it's Pop because of the violence. I believe it was actually used in one of the lithographs within Pop, so just for the violence, Pop really focused on two major elements with comics. They focused on sexualness and violence, sex and violence, basically, and this is on the violent spectrum for the Pop books. So this is Black Hawk 62, mentioned in Pop. Okay, the next one is one that I actually been searching for, and I figured I might as well bite the bullet finally and buy it. This is Giant Size Defenders, and number 3, and it's the first appearance of Kovac, I believe. And just another comic character that I wanted to get the first appearance of. So I thought it was kind of cool. So Giant Size Defenders number 3. Okay, next one. I have to do a little bit of surgery on. It's like taped. Always paranoid doing this. Oh. This tape's really strong. Oh, wow. Very strong tape on this one. Okay. So, I will show you. This is a really great cover. I bought this because of the cover and because it is like a character that I like, which is Razor. So this is Full Metal Fiction. And it's like sort of this Nazi bondage cover. I just thought it was a really interesting cover. They not only do they have her tied up and there's a skull on the cover, this guy's whipping her. It looks like they're going to take a flame torch to her. It's like flamethrower to her. And it's like, it has sort of that pulpy look as well. Like if you know Men's World and all those ones that were kind of like from the pulp era, it kind of has that feel to it. And then it's like Lust Orgy of the Wild Nymphos. That's like just so crazy. I just think it's really interesting. So yeah, this is Full Metal Fiction, and I believe it's issue number, I forgot what issue number it is, but it's from London Studios, so probably a bit of risque stuff inside as well. So I just thought it was a cool cover. I just thought that was a cool cover. I actually tried to pick up that whole series, so you'll see more in here from that series probably. So next one. This is another My Comic Shop order. So some books they won't send to Canada. So when I order some things from My Comic Shop, I get them sent to Stackry, and then they store it for me. So sometimes it's the way to go. Okay, so next one is Marvel 2-in-1. And the reason I picked this up is just because it's a Moondragon cover. This is a Thing and Moondragon. So I just thought it was kind of cool. Nice Moondragon cover. So that's really the only reason. So nothing really special about that book, I don't think. And that's Marvel 2-in-1 62. So if you're interested in that. And this is more of that FMF, Full Metal Fiction. And this is number 6, another Razor cover. Okay. And this is number 7 from that same series. And then I'm trying to complete my Shazam run. I'm only missing like 2 or 3 issues. This is Shazam 29. So that's the first DC Shazam series. So, and then we got Marvel 2-in-1 Thing and Warlock. And this is number 63. So another Moondragon cover. So I bought a bunch of these 2-in-1s. So I thought that was kind of cool. This is kind of cool because Adam Warlock is kind of hot right now. So this is interesting that it's an Adam Warlock book. Okay, another series that I like, and I only recently got into it, was Animal Man. And the reason I got into it was somebody recommended that I pick up Animal Man. I forgot what issue number it is, but it's the one with Hawk Girl on it. And it's just a really great cover from Animal Man. I think it's issue 12, I'm going to guess. But it was just such a great cover that, I figured, hey, let's see what other great covers are from Animal Man. So this is Animal Man number 1. I just figure I always get the number 1s. Why not? So it wasn't expensive. Animal Man, very underrated. So this is like Animal Man number 1. And then we got Animal Man number 30. I thought this was kind of a cool cover. And then we got Animal Man number 24. And this one, I believe, I remember the story for this. This is like, basically, the only one that can remember the whole, is it Dr. Fate? Not Dr. Fate. This guy's name. I forgot this guy's name. He's the only guy that can remember that the world before Flashpoint. So he's kind of looking at all these Flashpoint comics where, it's like he sees the world as like not the world that it should be, and he's kind of gone crazy because of it. So yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting. Okay, and then I just thought this was an interesting cover. It's an In Chuck Lee cover, so I like this just for the fact that I like the artist. This is Crescent IO, and it's number 1. Just a cool cover. Okay, and then we got Animal Man number 23. So this one is, I just like Doctor Strange and Doctor Strange. Phantom Stranger. Phantom Stranger, so this is a Phantom Stranger cover. And then more FMF. This is FMF number 1. This is sort of the adult variant. I believe she's wearing a like a wet t-shirt kind of idea. So this is the censored version. And then we got FMF number 5. And then we got a really great, this was a really great cover, I thought. Animal Man number 15. So I've been picking up, as I said, a bunch of these Animal Man ones. This is with Dolphin. And it's really rare to see dolphin covers. Like, when I say dolphin, I don't mean the fish, right? Well, the mammal right here. I mean this woman. Her name's Dolphin. I really like the showcase with her on it. So I thought this was another great cover with Dolphin. So yeah, and she's just not a character that you see that much in comics. So I thought it was kind of interesting. Now the thing that got me into the 2-in-1s was this one actually. This is Thing and Starhawk, and it's like this cocoon. This is the first appearance of her. So we got him, right, which is Adam Warlock, but this is the first appearance of her in the cocoon. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I think it was Mark Ulroy that was telling me about that comic. So I thought, hey, that's a really interesting one. I should really pick it up. Okay, so then the next one is more Shazam. As I said, I'm just missing a few issues now. This is Shazam 31. And then we got FMF, another sexy cover with, this is number 4. And this is the one I actually like, one of the most of the whole series is this one. It's kind of like this Marilyn Monroe kind of style cover, almost like Life magazine kind of style. It's FMF 2. It has that sort of Life magazine style. I thought that was kind of nice. Okay. Still a lot more to go. So, I'll pick up the next bundle of comics here. Okay. So, this is a pretty great one. This is All Famous Crime. And this is another SOTI book. It's got a bit of a bent corner there. I can fix that. And it looks a little dirty. But you know, it's a pretty major key for the SOTI collection. So it's kind of a cool one to get. So that's a SOTI book. And that's issue number 9. So All Famous Crime number 9 from the Seduction of the Innocent. Mentioned in the Seduction of the Innocent. Okay. And the next one, which is taped. Oh, shoot. Why did they use this? I hate when people use masking tape. Masking tape's kind of obnoxious. Okay. So they use masking tape. It is sticking to the actual cover, not to the comic itself, at least, fortunately. But it is sticking to the plastic. So it's... Let's see. I'm going to try to get it off without... Yeah, I'm going to have to rebag this one just because the tape stuck to it. This is Bizarre Thrills, number 1. I just thought it was a great Phantom Lady cover. Just very sexy. And it's just, I think these Bizarre Thrills basically, brought back a lot of these characters and maybe a little bit more risque versions of some of these famous Golden Age characters like Phantom Lady. So I thought that was kind of cool. So Bizarre Thrills number 1. Thought it was really interesting. And this is a Bill Black comic. Bill Black has a tendency of doing these kind of similar to Bill Ward and Wally Wood, more risque comics. So that's Bizarre Thrills number 1. Okay. This one has like a whole bunch of painter's tape, so they make it easy to get off all the packaging. Let's see if I can get this out. Okay, dump that on the floor. Oh, okay, this is a series that I missed out on. I was like so annoyed that I missed out on it because, and I only missed it by a week. 1 week, I would have picked this whole series up when it came out instead of having to buy it for a much higher price later. It's Nottingham. And this is kind of, so this is Nottingham number 1. And this is a series about Robin Hood, but told from a different perspective, from the sheriff of Nottingham kind of perspective. I haven't read it yet, but I've heard such great things about it that I really want to pick up the series. So that's Nottingham number 1. We got Nottingham number 2. I just picked up the first few issues. Number 3. And number 4. Or sorry, number 5, I should say. And number 4. So the whole set, it's 1 through 5. It's a mini series of 1 through 5. So I was glad to get the whole set. Okay, some cool thing next. Okay, this is like an art portfolio that I found. Just some good girl art. It's like a series of books inside that just basically have like a pinups of different characters. Some like Marvel and DC characters, I believe. So it's Paragon Pretty Girl portfolio. And it's just kind of these pinup covers, basically. And it's just like little posters inside, basically. So it's pretty rare, actually. And I was able to pick it up fairly cheaply, so I was quite happy about that. Next one was not bagged and boarded, but I will have to bag and board, and it's in really rough shape, actually. It's rough shape than I would have expected. This is the Comics Journal, and it just features a cover by Dave Stevens. So I'm collecting all the covers from Dave Stevens. So this is a Dave Stevens cover. Just a really great good girl art cover, too. You got Dave Stevens in the background. And I believe that there's even an interview with Dave Stevens inside this book. So it's just a really great, I'm not, like a fanzine, I guess. So it just, you can see kind of what's inside. It's just like it's like a magazine. Okay. But yeah, so Comics Journal, the Comics Journal, I forgot what issue it is. Oh, 117. So kind of a cool issue to pick up. Really quite rare and, usually pretty pricey. I think because it isn't in the best of shape, I got it fairly affordably. Like $20, $30 kind of level. Okay, that's unusual. Okay, next one is Crime Smashers number 2. So in one of my other videos, I was talking about a character called Sally the Sleuth. So Sally the Sleuth made her first appearance in Crime Smashers number 1. This is Crime Smashers number 2. I actually have Crime Smashers number 1. It's also a SOTI book that was mentioned in Seduction Innocent. Now this book, I believe, features Sally the Sleuth's first cover appearance. So this is Sally the Sleuth right here. And this is her first cover appearance. So I thought it was kind of cool to get 1 and 2. So her first appearance and her first cover appearance. Because I believe the girl that was on the cover on Crime Smashers 1 is not Sally the Sleuth. It's some other character that's in the stories. But this is actually, I believe, Sally the Sleuth. Okay, so Sally the Sleuth, for those who do not know the character, she's a Golden Age character. Actually, she's even a Platinum Age character. She was originally created in 1934. And she was in like these sort of adult spicy magazines, like Spicy Detective was where she made her first appearance in terms of being printed in a pulp. These are her first comic appearances. But she's kind of an interesting character, like sort of this detective that for some reason is very inept. Like just, she always gets captured. She always gets like her clothes ripped off. That's the whole story for Sally the Sleuth. It's just so bizarre that it kind of appeals to me. When she was re-brought back into the Golden Age, into these Crime Smashers, they kind of gave her a little bit more legitimacy. So she doesn't get her clothes ripped off all the time. and she's more of a crime fighter, similar to Miss Mask or Phantom Lady or, some of those other female crime fighters from the Golden Age. So, or Lady Luck would be another good example. So, Sally the Sleuth. So, this is her first cover. So I like these Golden Age female characters. I think they're really interesting. Okay, we got some more. So you'll notice a bit of a small theme inside of this unboxing. This is Captain America number 323. And this is the first appearance of Super Patriot, I believe. These Captain America books were really expensive during the whole Winter Soldier and Falcon and Winter Soldier series. But the prices have really dropped after the series completed. So I was basically, I thought the series was so-so. I wasn't super keen on it compared to maybe WandaVision or Loki, but I still watched it, and I like to get the characters from it. So it's great to be able to pick them up cheaply. So this was like $100 book during the series, and I picked it up for like $20 or $15. It wasn't expensive at all. So I figured, hey, why not? So there's a bunch in here from this unboxing where you'll notice that. And we got the next one that is like that, which is Captain America 354. And I believe this is, I think this is either the other one is his first appearance as a person, and this is his first appearance as Super Patriot, but I'm not sure. I believe that's the way it is. So, that's that. Next is, this is an interesting one, and it's the one that I actually just recently learned about. This is New Age Comics number 1, and inside this is actually the first color appearance of the Ninja Turtles. So the Ninja Turtles, there's another book, like Star Slayer or whatever, like 28 or something like that in the Star Slayer series, not Star Slayer. It's in Grimjack. Grimjack, they have a full color story with the Ninja Turtles. That's their first color appearance. However, this book is their first, it's not a story, it's just a ad where you see the color of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in color. So this is kind of a minor key. I don't know. It was just kind of interesting. So I thought, why not pick it up? I like Ninja Turtles, so I try to pick up sort of their little keys and interesting books. Okay, so the next one is Secret Wars number 3. So I actually have like the bigger keys from the Secret Wars, but this has become a pretty hot book with the new She-Hulk series that's coming out. So She-Hulk, they're thinking that there's going to be some kind of bad guys or bad girls in it that she might have to encounter. And one of them is the character Titania. And this is where she made her first appearance in this book, Secret Wars number 3 from volume 1 of Secret Wars. And it's just a, really great first appearance. It's also the first appearance of Volcana, which is a character I'm not that familiar with. But Titania is sort of like a nemesis for She-Hulk, somebody that's equally strong as a woman, and, that potentially is a good nemesis for the She-Hulk series. Okay, this is another series that I missed out on and kind of regretted and wanted to pick up. So this is Philadelphia number 1. So I just thought that was kind of cool. So I picked it up. So, another, one sec here. Just remove the tape on it. This is Crime Doesn't Pay number 111. And this is another one that was mentioned in Pop, Parade of Pleasure. It's just a really cool book. And actually, I was surprised. These Crime Does Not Pay comics, surprisingly, are really cheap. Like, It says $24. I actually paid $15. I talked them down to $15. So for a Golden Age book, it's in like maybe a VG level. I thought it was pretty nice, and it's just a really great cover. Like, has that kind of little story thing going on. So basically, the guy just gets married, and there's some thugs that are ready to take. Now, Jippy, let's give him his wedding present. They're like ready to do something nasty to him. So I think that's kind of cool. So Crime Does Not Pay, 111. Okay, the next one is well taped. One sec here. Gotta cut this. Oh, okay. So this is the other part of what I was saying before. Okay. Wow, this is really pretty. Okay. So this is, I was mentioning Black Phantom, okay? And this is her first appearance. And it's a great first appearance. It's in Tim Holt, number 25. Basically, you got her on the cover, which is great. I love when you got that first appearance of a character on the cover. So just a really great, it shows really well too. And you got Red Mask. This is Tim Holt pretending to be Red Mask. And this is the guy that I was telling you about. This is her henchman. Her henchman is like this guy, this big thug guy with a whip. And basically, the interesting thing about Black Phantom, if you're interested in Tim Holt at all, is she has a twin sister. And the twin sister is Tim Holt's best friend. Like, so it's the girlfriend of his best friend kind of thing. So they, her, like his Tim Holt's friend mistakes, I forget his name. So Tim Holt's friend mistakes Black Phantom as being his girlfriend. And she's like, I'm not that person. And she like kidnaps him basically. And so Tim Holt has to go rescue his friend. So that's what the story is behind it. So it's kind of cool. First appearance of Black Phantom. Really cool to get that. So I like these kind of like where I get that first appearance and then the first series from that character. So that's that one. So now, almost done. We're at the very last bunch of comics here. See, this is why I did this as 2 videos, because I can give a little more detail, and it's still a long video. This is like 30 some odd minutes long. So, so yeah, I hope this was a fun unboxing for people. This is the last comic. Hopefully it's something great. You'll notice there was a lot of Golden Age in this unboxing. Okay. Okay. Oh. Well, this one is not necessarily the most appropriate one. Okay. So I've been collecting Betty Page. Okay. So I've been trying to get all the different comics or comic magazine, or basically comics related to Betty Page. And there was this one that I just thought was the weirdest, craziest one. And it's Betty Page in Danger. It's just so crazy. Okay, this is very inappropriate. So it's Betty Page in danger. And why is she in danger? Because her boobs are growing so big that it's crushing her. That's seriously, that is what's happening in this comic. It's just so crazy that I thought it was funny. So see, beware, Betty's breasts, busty Betty's rib cage, crushing, room-filling figure of doom. It's like just so crazy. So I thought that was, just really funny. I don't know. I have weird sense of humor maybe. But Betty Page in Danger. I just thought it was a really, really funny comic. So probably not at all appropriate for kids. So sorry. There goes my PG rating. But I hope you enjoyed this unboxing. Lots of really great fun stuff in it, I thought. What did you think? What did you like most in this unboxing? Do you like the fact that I broke it up into 2 parts? Give me your feedback in the comments below, and please like and share and subscribe and all that stuff. And check out my other videos, because there's some really great videos that I post and they deserve to get watched too. So thanks again. Bye for now.